Hello, today we're going to be talking about raw vegan travel tools and food with my husband, Nate. So that's what we're going to be sharing today in our live. And I'm excited for this one because we like to do a lot of hiking, a lot of camping, a lot of traveling, and we want to share with you some of the tools. This is going to be a really fun one because Nate is actually down at the parking garage with all we have for you in this. He's all set up. It's really awesome. We're going to share also our wraps.
Hey!
Hey, Ben! This
This
is so
is cool.
much fun.
Aside for the
Such a
people
great
walking
idea.
by and watching me with all of our stuff spread about and the tripod out, me sitting out here in the parking garage. Oh, and it's awesome. Can you hear me okay? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. This is awesome.
So cool. So cool. So yeah, we're going to talk about our travel gear.
Yeah, travel gear. So everybody who's watching, Nate has a video course in the bundle, which you can get by going to the link in his bio or in my bio and grabbing the bundle. How many hours is your course?
It out, but it's probably around 4 hours.
That's pretty cool. 4 hours worth of video, and one of the modules that you have in your course is all about the travel.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I broke the course up into modules, and of course, for anybody tapping into this way of life, or wanting to add more fruits and vegetables into their life, like it can be overwhelming because there's a lot of information, and then there's a lot of tools you need to invest in, and it can be kind of daunting when you're thinking like, oh my gosh. So that's why I wanted to make the course, the video course, Raw Vegan Kitchen Essentials, because there are essentials that are very, very important, and really anything above those essentials is more just luxury. So, yeah, exactly. In the course is, a module all about our travel tools.
Nice. I'm just writing in the chat here. Go grab the bundle, you guys. The bundle link will be in our bios. So if you click, or if this is on YouTube, the link is in the description. So we tried to have the links everywhere so you guys can grab the bundle. If you appreciate lives like this, if you want to support us, if you want to have more recipes that you can take traveling, if you want to get the raw wraps ebook, which in fact we have, check this out, wrap sauce, you've got your wrap. There we go. If you guys want to make these, if you want to support us, if you want to support yourself, go grab the bundle. The link is in our bios. And yes, Rosie Blanco's asking, is it all raw? Yes, everything in this bundle is all raw. The all raw bundle only happens once a year, and it's happening right now. It's all brand new content. You get everything on the website for $50. And after the bundle, we'll sell everything separate, but it'll cost you over $1,800. So if you want to get all our new stuff for $50, which is a mind-blowing deal in itself, grab the bundle. The link is in either of our bios. So you can click up here or in the description box or wherever. Get the bundle.
Get the bundle. It's so good. It's just an amazing deal. Anybody who gets the bundle is going to be absolutely blown away by the stuff that's in there. Amazing.
Nice. Yeah, we have already had some people in the chat who are really excited for this live because we're going to be talking about travel. So we go camping, we go hiking, we do road trips. So what would you say are like our favorite foods? We'll start off with the food to take. What are our favorite like basic foods that we like to take camping and traveling?
Of course. It's all about the mindset. Get the mindset straight. You're going to do this because you want to do this. You love the feeling of eating fresh foods. So you start to plan out your meals. So what we do is we plan out our day, and we like to bring, of course, you're going through the day like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So let's start with breakfast. Breakfast foods are really easy. You can bring hard fruits like apples, pears. Of course, pears can be, when they get ripe, they're pretty soft. Oranges and apples are amazing. Lemons, limes to add into your water or as a dressing. Melons are really, really good because melons can kind of roll around on the floorboard and They're pretty hardy. Those kinds of mangoes, yes, mangoes, exactly, mangoes, of course. Those are really, really good. And of course, cucumbers are nice. They don't necessarily need to be in a cooler. If we do bring tomatoes, which we do a lot, we put them in a separate box, a shallow box, and then just stack them in there to where they're not stacked on top, and then that way they don't get damaged. But those are some of the foods that we can bring with us that don't need to be in a cooler and that do really well for days at a time.
Nice. And so when you say planning, how do we go about doing our planning for a trip? Say we're going on like a 2-night
So if we're doing a couple night camping trip, we're going to want to plan out breakfast. Say if it's 2 nights, say if we left on Friday and we're going to be there Friday night and we're going to be there Saturday night, and we're coming home Sunday, then we need to figure out what we're going to need for Friday night's dinner. We're going to need to know what we're going to have all day Saturday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then we're going to also need breakfast on Sunday, and then possibly even a lunch on Sunday, so we're not famished and having to, stop somewhere and make a salad on the tailgate or something. So that's really how we'd like to plan what it is that we're going to bring with us, is just figure out how many meals that we're going to need, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then, of course, snacks. So that's the first step. And then the second step is we cut up everything that we need to and put it in our cooler, which I'll show you the cooler here pretty soon, like our lettuces, dressings, right? These sorts of things that we need to keep cold. We'll prepare, basically say if we're leaving Friday, we'll be preparing those Friday morning before we leave. Yeah. What do you have to add to that? Anything to add?
Very nice. Yeah, so I would say you're great, But yeah, it's really the prep and making sure that we have things that are ready to go, but also things that we can chop at the campsite, right? Like certain things like the tomatoes you said in the box, we like to chop those up at the campsite. But things like lettuce is really nice to chop in advance. And then we just grab it out of our vacuum sealed bags and add to our stuff. So what type of foods do we like to take?
That we will be liking to take here very soon are these wraps. Let's just tap in and check one of these out. This is from Lissa's brand new book. Look at these raw vegan wraps. We made these yesterday, and so this is the extra wrap left over. This is a day old, but look at how fresh it is. Boom! So we're going to be bringing these with us traveling more often. And other travel foods that we like to bring are, of course, stuff to make salads and lots of fruit, burgers, tacos, raw burgers, raw tacos. But these are going to be a game changer. They're in Lissa's book, the Hand Salads book, which you can get through the Raw Vegan Bundle. Yeah, look at these wraps. Dehydrated raw vegan wraps, super low fat, delicious. Let's just have a bite. Mm. Mm.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
They're better the next day. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we'll be bringing these with us more often. And I would say those are probably the main things is for lunches and dinners. Then of course breakfast is always fruit, snack is fruit, unless maybe we want to have like a cucumber with some paprika or some onion on there. Dates and celery are a great snack that are very hearty, but it's best to keep your celery cold in the cooler. So, but yeah, the wraps, so good.
Wraps, you guys. So you got to grab the bundle because right now my raw wrap, you can learn how to make this.
These are so killer. Look at this.
Isn't it amazing? I'm just still mind blown with how amazing. And each wrap only has a tablespoon of chia seeds, so that's the only fat that's in. Some of them have another tablespoon of tahini, but you could always swap that for
What's
another
cool
thing.
about your book is you explain so detailed how to get this to be this delicious and this perfect. So if anyone out there has the book, bought the bundle, got the book, this is the best time to buy her book because you're going to get it for so much cheaper, and you're getting all kinds of other information. You'll get my video course, you get everybody's stuff. There's like 40 people's things in there, not everybody, but yeah, this though, game changer. Game changer.
Yep, game changer. So this is going to be our #1 top travel food that we're going to take, and once they're wrapped like this, they last about 3 days. So you could make, if you were going on a 2-night camping trip, you're staying Friday night and Saturday night, and then you're leaving Sunday, you could wrap them all Friday morning. You could have wraps Friday, you could have wraps Saturday, you could have wraps on Sunday, and you wouldn't have to do anything. You'd have them already wrapped. They're great travel food. Oh, Becoming Raw said, I watched the video that came with the book and worth it. Thank you. I'm so glad you love that video. Yes, when you buy the bundle and you download my hand salads ebook that's in the bundle, there's a video inside the ebook that teaches you how to know when they're ready, how to pour them, and how to wrap them so they're awesome. And yeah, they're so good the next day. I actually prefer them the next day. They're just like, the flavors have a chance to like meld together, and they're just so delicious.
And all the sauces that you get too. The sauce is so amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so not only are you getting the wrapper, but you're also getting suggested fillings, like different, like patties or marinated mushrooms or whatever, and you're also getting sauces. So they match the theme of the wrap. And we had a comment in here. I'm flying to Ireland and England. I'm taking some of these. Yes, these are epic plain food because you don't need like a sauce or anything. You could game changer because you can just wrap them. You can wrap like 4 of them.
Throw them in your carry-on.
You
could still bring a little thing of sauce. I'm pretty sure, like a little dressing.
Yeah, you could. As long as it's under 100 mils, you could take that on the plane.
Raw vegan
We're
wraps.
just showing off the wraps. So, all right, let's dive into. I don't know. What do you want to talk about first? The cooler?
Maybe let's go through the Tupperware because that's kind of how we started. Because basically the way that this works, guys, I'm gonna put my wrap away. Enzyme. I see enzyme in here. Look at these, so delicious. Oh my gosh. So okay, I'm gonna put this away. I'll eat this later in just a moment. We didn't come on this live to just eat lunch in front of everybody.
That's so good.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the camera and I'm gonna flip it around. So it might be a little bit wobbly here, but I want to show you kind of like what we have in our Tupperware. And this is the really important aspect of how the travel tools actually started, because we would go somewhere and we'd be like, man, we don't even have a bowl or a knife to cut up a salad right now. And the salads that we're maybe buying at a restaurant, or sometimes in a pinch, we've gone to Subway and just got the greens, like everything from the garden, right? And made our own dressing with like some lemon juice and some of the guacamole. But we had nothing to prepare anything with. So we felt in a way I don't know what the right word is. I'm at a loss for words.
We felt
like helpless, like
not in control.
How are we supposed to make anything if we don't have certain tools with us? So the first thing that we started to bring with us was, I grabbed a Tupperware, which I'll turn the camera around here pretty soon and I'll show you the Tupperware, which of course I go through this in great detail in my course, Raw Vegan Kitchen Essentials, which is in the bundle. Make sure you go to the link, grab the bundle. But we started with a Rubbermaid container and threw a couple of bowls in there, a knife and a cutting board and a rag. That's how it all started. So that way we could throw down on the tailgate or on the trunk of your car real quick, and you could cut up a salad and make a fresh salad with you anywhere you are. And we have done this, you and I, babe, we've done this in the parking lot, you guys. of grocery stores, on the side of the road, in the parking lot of Walmart, right? Like truck stops, right next to the drive-through, we have pulled out, which I'll show you. I got our table laid out. We threw down the table. It only takes a couple minutes. It is not as easy, of course, as to going through the drive-through, but it gives us that time to connect with our food, slow it down, have a little fun with it, and feed ourselves properly. So let me grab the camera and we'll look at the Tupperware. All right, so.
Okay. This is awesome.
Okay, so I got my little chair here. Here's the spread. We're just in the parking garage, as you can see, right? And I just backed up the truck so we can kind of throw down some stuff. But here's the little table we bring. But this is where it started. It all started with this Rubbermaid container. And as you can see, we've got it pretty packed with all kinds of goodies. But here are the essentials. This is really all I feel like a person really needs in a lot of ways, is aside from, well, this is something that people need too. But aside from the wrap, like a bowl, a fork, a cutting board, a knife, and a rag to keep your knife and your cutting board clean, maybe wipe your hands if you're cutting up something. And then of course, like some of your favorite seasonings. Like we really like to keep dried onion flakes with us. And other than that, you're good to go. Like anything that I'm going to show you is extra. Okay, so for
also water.
Okay,
Water's a
so we've got our water jug. Yeah. This thing lives in the back of the truck. This is a 5-gallon container full of water that we can just, grab some when we want. This is drinking water only. Also, so yeah, let's just stay focused with the essentials. Water. A gallon jug or some sort of water. Keep water with you in your car. If you break down somewhere and you're waiting for the tow truck or something, you've got water with you. Always bring water. And then of course, this is just nice to have if you want to be able to stop and whoop up a quick salad. You can do this on the trunk or the hood of your car. You don't have to have a tailgate, but for those who have a truck, a tailgate is really nice to be able to prepare some stuff. So yeah, now let's get into some of the extras. This is kind of a nice extra. We like spritzers. This is just carbonated water. It's just pure water in there with some CO2, and maybe you want a little, mocktail, so you can bring some. We keep these glasses with us. This thing is really cool. This is, sometimes you want some bubbly. This is just pure water, right? Now, excuse the hand there, sorry about that. So you can have yourself a nice mocktail with some juice if you want. Maybe you just want a spritzer, right? Just some club soda. So these here, that's extra. You don't need the carbonated water setup. But when we go camping or when we go traveling, we bring that with us because sometimes we like to have carbonated water with some lime juice. It makes it really delicious, and we don't have to buy spritzers with natural flavors and whatever BS is in it. There it is. You're making your own. Bring some cups. These cups here, we just keep in our bin. And I'll show you the bin here in just a sec.
Someone's asking if we wash our salad and veggies before making the
salad. A lot of times we do not. A lot of times we do not. And if that freaks you out, here, I'll go back. If that messes with you, then figure out a way to wash your stuff. Now we have. Sometimes we've gotten some lettuce at a farmer's market and it's really funky, like there's a lot of dirt in it. So what we do, leveling up, is we have a spray bottle to be able to squirt stuff down. So you can do that. A lot of times we will rinse our bell peppers or our tomatoes and wipe them up, but any of the stuff that we're bringing from home, we do a pre-wash. And that's why here in a moment, I'll show you the Ziploc bags, the vacuum sealable Ziploc bags that we keep our stuff in. We'll pre-wash our lettuce. We'll actually chop it, wash it, and then spin dry it, and then vacuum seal it. But the only thing with doing at is it can degrade a bit quicker than if you did not wash it, because there's a little bit of moisture on the lettuce. So Lissa and I really don't freak out about, and not to like use the word freak out and try to, I'm not trying to be like, oh, you guys are freaking out there, but we don't worry about having everything washed. That's something that we're not real concerned about, having every single thing washed and cleaned super properly. But when it comes to, say, conventional cucumbers, they have a wax on it. We'll peel the cucumber. We'll use some water on the Norwex cloth, right? We'll use some water, and we will wash our tomatoes or bell peppers with this. But lettuces, we try to do before we go. And so if we're tapping into our bin here, this is what we'll pack the lettuce in. Now this is kind of tinted because we did put some beet raw burger patties in there, so it kind of dyed it. But as you can see, it's got the hole, the little pinhole, to be able to suck the air out with the vacuum pump. And so we'll vacuum pump our lettuce pre-chopped and put that into our cooler. So this is the cooler. Of course, most people know what an ice chest is. And we had a different kind of ice chest for a long time. And what was really hard with an ice chest is you have to keep frozen packs of ice in it, which takes up space, and it eventually melts. So this here is a digital electronic cooler. Really cool. You can charge your phone off of it. If you need to, you can adjust the temperature. I've got it set at 48. And this is a really nice thing to be able to keep your stuff in. Look at, I've got some of my treats in here. This is some coconut water with some espresso in it. Shh, don't tell anybody, guys. You're getting secrets. That's one of my guilty pleasures. So what's really cool is this cooler comes with the ability to run off of this battery. Now for this particular brand, this battery is actually a separate purchase, but this will run the cooler. And we actually just invested in this setup, which I wanted to just kind of show you. We haven't actually even used it yet, but this is a solar panel and a generator, and this here should power the cooler when we're out camping and we're off grid. So, but this cooler is running right now off the battery, and depending on how hot it is outside, it'll actually run for a very long time. So yeah, so anyways, that's what we like to do. As far as washing stuff up, we're not real concerned about washing stuff up if we're on the road. If we grab some lettuce, a lot of things are triple washed if you buy stuff. So, but if that is something that worries you, then, the best thing to do would be to prepare for your trip and wash everything beforehand. But basically, we have just a variation of bowls, right? We've got bamboo bowls. We've got our big bowls down here. We've got cutting board, some tahini, some pepper, some nutritional yeast. This here is a grater, just a cheese grater. But I have it in a paper bag so it doesn't cut everything else up in here. Of course, we got some mountain money. You got to keep that with you. And then, we've got a little seasoning packet down here with some just some different seasonings that we like to bring with us. A knife, right? So basically that's what we have in here. A jar in case you need to maybe have leftover some, smoothie or dressing or something. And then of course we got spatulas, knives, spoons, toothpicks, knife sharpener, vacuum sealable lids, right? And of course I talk about these. I'm geeking out. These are both Lissa and I's favorite thing nowadays. Vacuum sealable lids, so you can vacuum seal stuff. I'd say this here is a really important, this would go right up here as the essentials. A knife, a cutting board, a fork, right? A bowl. The peeler is so key in so many ways. You need to peel a carrot, some zucchini, a cucumber real quick, whatever. Boom. So.
Someone's asking, what is the brand of the cooler?
So take a screenshot real quick, you guys. This is Massimo Electric. Now, the Massimo brand is actually a Costco brand. And now our buddy John is the one that turned us on to these. And I've seen them for years. And of course, I've thought about that. But this is game changer, because now, of course, when we go out grocery shopping here in the desert, we can have that with us. And we can put our frozen foods and our lettuces and different perishables in the cooler while we're shopping. throughout the day when you do your major grocery shopping trip. That's going to be really, really handy. But I have found some other deals, and in my kitchen course, I've spent hours scouring the internet and Amazon trying to find you the best prices for the things that we use. And I've made a catalog that I put a downloadable PDF below each module showing you where to get these certain things. Now the cooler, I did find a cooler. It comes with a battery and the solar power pack to run the cooler. And I believe, I don't know if it actually, I can't remember if it came with the generator or not, but I put that in there. But this, you can look at Costco. Costco has different ones and stuff, but they have got a great return policy in it as well. So, but yeah, that's the brand, the Massimo.
And how long does the battery last? Like when we went to LA with John, do you remember how long the battery lasted?
This is something that's going to really play into effect. If it's really hot outside and the condensers, or the compressor's working really hard, it's not going to last as long. When we went, it was actually kind of cool out. It lasted all day and all night. So like 24 hours, but it's rated for anywhere from, I think they say like 7 to 12 hours. So that's why we wanted to get the solar panels, is just to make sure that our bases are covered and we won't ever have to bring ice. Of course, you can always throw a bag of ice in there if you need to, but I'm really excited to be able to use the power of the sun when we're out in the desert camping for a few nights, to be able to run the cooler and keep all of our perishables and stuff that needs to keep cold, like my coconut water, keep it cold.
Exactly. And we like to bring dressings pre-blended. We do have an inverter to use within the truck, like we turn on the truck and we can use the inverter to blend our own dressings if we wanted to take our Vitamix, but we like to blend all the sauces that we're gonna need. So we're like, okay, what are we gonna have for Friday night? We're making burgers. Okay, we need a sauce for that. And then we need a sauce for lunch, right? Or we need a sauce for the wraps, or we need a sauce for, say we have tacos and we wanna make the sour cream and the nacho cheese. We blend everything and under vacuum, and then we seal it under vacuum and we put it in the cooler. Someone's asking, how long does it take to
That's a great
the
question.
battery?
Really, the best thing to do for these kinds of coolers is to plug them in at night, because it does come with a plug that you can plug into your cigarette lighter. Super cool. I didn't talk about that. I actually brought the plug with me. Just plugs into the side of the cooler. You can plug it into your cigarette lighter and charge it that way. But it is best to charge, to get it cold and to charge your battery, say if you have the battery, overnight before you take your trip. I don't know. I didn't time it, but I think it's only about like 3 or 4 hours to charge the battery.
Nice. Yeah, it's not bad. And I was so happy that we have that cooler now. Like you said, like when we go grocery shopping, even like we just keep it in the back of the truck. And we
actually, last time I went grocery shopping, I think I mentioned to you, I'm like, it's time to put the cooler in the truck because I've got some lettuces and stuff, and we have cooler bags, but sometimes, it's nice to put it in the cooler if you're going to be going to like several stores, which we like to go to several stores. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, the frozen fruits and stuff to put in there. But yeah, I'll have to time to see how long it takes to charge the battery. And it also comes with a plug, of course, to plug into the wall, a wall outlet. So it's really nice. Say if you're traveling and you're staying in an Airbnb or a hotel or something, in which we have done, we'll stay at, places when we go to LA with John, we just roll it up into our room and plug it right into the wall, and it's running until we're ready to leave. And it's basically keeping everything cold, and it's beautiful.
I know. It's totally worth the investment, and I wish we would have bought one.
It's nice that we have the experience of how to pack a cooler using dry ice if we're going out for several days, how to pack a cooler with some dry ice. Dry ice doesn't take as much room and it keeps everything nice and cold, but of course you have to wrap that ice a certain way and you have to pack your cooler a certain way to where stuff doesn't get burnt, which that's something that I actually, here I'll show you what I did, you guys. I actually had to use some Amazon bags, the bubble wrap bags, right? So I just taped on a section of bubble wrap around this section of the cooler, because this section here is where the cooling coils are, and it gets really cold against the wall. So if any lettuce or anything is touching the wall, we were finding that it was like burning it, like, you know, like freezer burn, or, you know, getting it so cold. So I just taped a little bit of bubble wrap right around that section. And that's kind of like a little upgrade that we had to do to it, just to make sure that we're not going to be damaging our produce, because really that's what we use this for. We use it for, as you can see, this is actually a little extra fridge in our house. We bought a bunch of coconuts, and, you know, they don't fit in the fridge with all of our other stuff right now, so we fired it up. So it can act as an additional refrigerator in your house if you need like extra space, which is pretty cool. But yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. I am so glad that we had that, because when we were making the recipes for the wraps, we would go and we would buy like a crazy amount of food to make all of these wraps for the book. And when you bring it home, we'd be like, how are we going to fit everything into the fridge? Like, we're just like stuffing it in there. So we plugged in the cooler, and we just used the cooler as like a second fridge, which is so helpful.
I mean, it's interesting because just like in life, no matter what is going on, it takes time to accumulate certain things that you find that you may need. And that's where, you know, it just takes time. It takes time, and it takes, you know, some investment funds to be able to put into these sorts of things. But that's something that I would probably purchase like right away, as just as someone. I mean, I've known about it, but Coleman had one that you just plug into your cigarette lighter, and I always thought like that's kind of cool, but you know, you just stick with what you know. I've always used refreezable ice packs and have used those, but as you and I would travel, we would find like, man, this is a real drag. Like, how are we going to freeze these ice packs tonight? They're thawing out when our cooler's, you know, getting a little bit warmer. So now we don't have to worry. We just plug it into the cigarette lighter. And of course, with this solar panel setup, I'm so excited about this. This is going to be really cool. We'll make some videos and show you guys a little bit more in detail about that. I've been scouring the internet trying to find more videos, and I can't find hardly anything. So it's like,
Yeah, we definitely need to make some videos. We've got some trips planned this summer too, so you guys are going to have to stick around and watch our stuff. A Vegan Experience is asking, what kind of dehydrator
the dehydrator that we both use is the Excalibur dehydrator, the 9-tray. And it's kind of like the Cadillac of all dehydrators in so many ways. It's a very simple build. It's a strong machine. And it's just, you know, ours have not messed with us, you know, or failed us at all. But there are some other brands out there that are also pretty good front loaders, like the Excalibur. And some of them, like I think it's the Sedona, I kind of like a little bit better because it has the digital controls on the very front of the dehydrator. But you know, our Excaliburs work fine, so that's what we're using, and that's what we'll continue to use. And one thing I like about the Excalibur is it's the 14 by 14 square trays, so it's easier to rotate your trays. Everything's nice. Some dehydrators, they're kind of a rectangle, so you can only flip them 180. You can't do 90-degree flip or, you know, turn. So yeah, but Excalibur is what we are using.
Yeah, the Excalibur is amazing, and it makes these amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Wraps.
I gotta dip back in.
I'm like,
take another bite.
Take another bite.
Yeah, look at these. Who out there who is here on the live right now has made these wraps from the book that's in the bundle? If I was watching on the outside in, your book, of course, would be like one of the reasons I'd be buying the bundle.
Mm-hmm. Look how soft it is. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I wish I could give one to all of you. That's why we love writing the recipes, because we like to teach you guys how to do this. So you can do it too. So you have to buy the bundle. The link is in either of our bios. So go over there, go to the website, watch the video on the website, and download my hand salads ebook and start making.
It's fun with the paper too.
Mm-hmm. It really is. It really is. So I have a question that I know people probably ask a lot. What do we do if we don't have a dressing and we want to make a salad? what would you say would be a really good idea for like a salad dressing? Like if you didn't bring wraps and you're just stopping at a grocery store, what would you suggest?
First and foremost, what I would do is if I could get some fresh salsa, some pico de gallo, I would use that. Of course, fresh is best if you make it yourself, because a lot of times when you buy it, they use salt in it to kind of help preserve it. So there's going to be a little salt in it. So if you're trying to watch your salt intake, you got to be mindful of there. But salsa is a great dressing, really, in so many ways. Another dressing that I really like to use, and that I've used several times before, is I just was squeezing this tahini, and I was like noticing it was like airing out a little bit. Is lemon juice and avocado. That's a really, really good dressing as well. Just some lemon juice, some avocado. Or if you stopped by, we got these, I think we got these at Walmart. If you buy some tahini is a really nice dressing with some lemon juice as well. Just a thin, light drizzle of tahini. Those would be a couple of my quick dressings that I would go for.
Very nice. Yes, I agree completely. Those are so good. The avocado, you could even mix the avocado with the salsa. There's like so many possibilities. You don't need to have a dressing made, but it is nice. But yeah, grocery stores are a traveler's best friend. Seriously, they're our place where we get food. So if we're hungry, we stop at a grocery store. That's our default. We always go there. We're like, what can we get? And normally for fruit, like if you're on the road and you're hungry, stop at a grocery store, get some apples, get some grapes. And if you have the water in your vehicle, you can wash the grapes and the apple if you want to. And then you have that as fuel that is raw, and it's just so hydrating, and it's not just something that you get from a convenience store because you're hungry and you just,
I'm trying to think, like, it might be kind of cool if we could get a little salad spinner. We've thought about this before, like bringing a salad spinner with us, because grapes, of course, are really gross unless you wash them. I don't like that film on the grape. So a salad spinner might be kind of something cool to bring with you. Maybe you put it in a plastic bag and bring it with you. I was going to show you this cool little thing here that we have, which you can buy these at Costco as well. This is just an expandable crate. Look, it's called an Instacrate, right? And it's not very thick, and it just basically pops open, right? And the walls slide down, and then you've got a crate that you can throw in your melons or your oranges or different things, right? And then when you're done, of course, it's just easy to break it down. Here, let's see if I can. I can't really do it and make it look cool without giving you guys a bunch of headache or whatever. But that's a really cool addition as well to keep in your vehicle, or to bring with you camping and that kind of thing, because you can stack quite a bit of stuff in there.
That is awesome. So yeah, I would say that's pretty much what we take. We take the bin with the salad bowls and the knife and the cutting board and the rags and all our extra little things. The water, the spritzer
basically
machine,
that right there. So, yeah,
talk about the table.
So the table is just a little foldable table that we got at Walmart, and we did like a shopping spree at Walmart one year because we had nothing with us, and when we just got this cool tablecloth at one of the national parks that we went to. So now we have a little table with us. And that way we can sit down and actually have a nice meal together. We've got our travel chessboard. This is a magnet chessboard so the pieces don't fall off. Brand name of the cooler right there for you. Just take a screenshot real quick, you guys. Boom, screenshot, Massimo Electric. Now there's several different companies making coolers that are really similar to this cooler, and they call them different brands. And all of the condenser parts are right up here. So one downside is, you can see how thick this area is right here. So you have to kind of dig under there to get stuff, but it's really cold back there. That's where we like to keep our dressings. But that is one kind of downside, I guess. But I do love it. It has the lock or the latch, so it locks tight, and it's got a nice rubber seal around, so it's giving a nice seal. No cold air is escaping. But yeah, basically that's our whole system. We're excited to use the solar panels and the generator for the cooler. And then of course, yeah, the table is nice because, we'll sometimes just sit on the tailgate, but sometimes we just pop the table out real quick. And this folds up basically a little bit bigger than this solar panel, right? The table folds right up. So it's really nice. And we just pop that in the back of the truck. We've got this is like, just rinsing water. And then of course, our drinking water. There's one of those Instacrates. We'll throw some stuff in. And what's cool is these Instacrates, the way these actually work is they stack and lock right on top of each other. So, you could stack those if you have a truck, but those will fit in the trunk of a car or something like that. But yeah, basically, not to overwhelm you, these are just things that we have taken notes that we really wanted with us. Like, oh, we need more forks. So we just keep forks in here. We keep spoons to eat our melons in here. We keep, a fancy spoon to like mix up a dressing. It's kind of a longer one we can get in the jar. A spatula to keep the jar clean. This is actually, that should go up there, essentials. These are the essentials right here. Knife, peeler, fork, lemon juicer, bowl, cutting board, rag. Like that's all you really need. All this other stuff is just fluff. It's just like extra cool stuff to have, right? But not to overwhelm you, these here though can make raw vegan traveling really much more easier. Because sometimes you just need some cutting surface to cut something up real quick. So the cutting board is epic. But yeah, that's what we have, guys, and we just pack it all in here, right? So we have it with us everywhere we go. We've got extra bowls, so if we're gonna feed some friends or something, right? It just all lives in here. And we've taken notes like, oh, what do we need to bring with us next time? And so basically this is just years worth of, kind of R&D, research and development, seasonings.
Yeah, we're like, oh, I wish we would have brought that. We take a note and then
right,
we get
it goes in the box.
It goes in the box.
So everything is right there, right? We could put our chess in there because we might play some chess. And then boom, this right here, you can see it's only that big and it just lives in the truck. This could live in the trunk of your car if you're that hardcore. And we're kind of hardcore. We want to make sure our bases are covered, and we definitely, as you know, if anybody taps into our content, we geek out with raw foods, and this is the way that we can make it happen on the road, no matter where we are. We've been at hotels and different stuff, got our whole kitchen basically with us, because how some of these places, even if they have a little kitchenette, you're missing some of your key things that you really like. So now we don't have to worry. Basically, like, we can make delicious, aside from making wraps on the road, which we could run the dehydrator and plug it into the solar panels and the generator, but
we have taken our dehydrator.
Yeah, and of course that would be.
Remember when it was your nightstand?
Yeah, I do remember that. And of course that would be stuff that would be, we would just plan, because these wraps will actually last for like 3 days to where they're really good. Fourth day, they're like, meh, not the best. But you could make the wrapper, and the wrapper you could bring with you, put it in like a Ziploc or something on the silicone sheet, and it probably stayed pretty decent. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it probably would. Especially if you stored the wrapper on the silicone sheet in a large Ziploc bag to keep it
I forgot to show
drying out.
One of the other really amazing tools that we have here too. Let me turn this around. I'm going to save that last bite.
Sure.
I didn't even use the sauce that you brought. Okay.
I know I have the sauce right here.
Oh, the sauce.
My sauce.
So good.
I didn't eat it.
This right here, my friends, this right here is amazing. Now, we live in a high rise, so here's our parking garage, right? We have to walk down, to get into the elevator way down there, and then we go up to our room. So to get groceries to our house, we use the wagon. Now, we bought this wagon in Las Vegas at Walmart. Like, oh my gosh, do we shop at Walmart that much? But we got these wagons, a foldable wagon. This is a really handy piece of gear for a lot of different things. But what we use it mostly for is groceries. So I'm not sure where you guys are. If you guys also live in an apartment building, maybe you have access to an elevator. Of course, this wouldn't be really handy if you had stairs, but we don't have any stairs that we have to go up to get to our house. This thing has definitely been invaluable in so many ways. We don't necessarily bring it with us traveling, but a really cool piece of equipment. And yeah, because, you know, I know some of you guys who are tuning in might live in a high-rise building as well. You have an elevator, and, you know, maybe if you do, you probably already have a cart, but yeah, so cool. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of bummed I didn't use that sauce.
I know, maybe I should have.
I'm making your mom's carrot cake today from her book.
Oh, I know. I'm so excited to have that. And guys, my mom's ebook is in this bundle too. So you can make the wraps, you can make the carrot cake, you can make Lena's like next level pastas, which are incredible. You can make Daniel's Burberry burger, which is like next level. Chris Kendall has his stews ebook in there. You're getting 40 ebooks, and they're all brand new. Like no one has anything that's in this bundle for 50 bucks, valued over $1,800. And this sauce right here, this sauce is the tartar sauce from the tuna fish wrap, and it is so good. This is like
that is
one of my
a really
favorite
good sauce.
sauces.
And that tuna fish wrap, I mean, that is one of the things that I kind of miss is tuna fish. I loved tuna fish. You know, ever since I was like a teenager, tuna fish sandwich, that was one of my like favorite sandwiches, and it was something that was really quick and easy to make, you know. But so this wrap that you made, the tuna fish wrap, of course there's no fish in it, it's raw vegan, but it's so amazing. The taste of it is so incredible.
Oh, it's so good.
Got my spritzer. I didn't make you a spritzer before we left. So we have these that live in the truck.
Upstairs.
Oh yeah, look at there. There's the lid.
So I made the chutney. This is my mom's recipe. I think I have a. So when you buy the bundle, you get my mom's book. This chutney I made yesterday or the day before, and this is the vacuum seal lid. So I want to show you guys. This is what we take camping with us, and actually we use it in our everyday life anyways, because we like to have everything as fresh as possible so it tastes best, it doesn't oxidize as fast, it doesn't go bad as fast. It's great for taking or like prepping. Like if you blend a double batch of sauce, you can store it under vacuum and it lasts an extra day. So when you vacuum seal it, it takes all the air out, and then when you're ready to use it, you just like lift up this little seal, right? And then you take the lid off, and then you can use what's inside. So this is my mom's chutney, and it is so good.
So good. Yeah, that is so good. She's got some amazing recipes in her book, which is so cool that she has it in the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. I love that.
I'm so proud of her that she stepped out of her comfort zone and like wrote an ebook.
So good.
How amazing is that? And you guys get it when you buy the bundle. And you can make wraps like this, you guys, from my wraps book, which is in the bundle. And then you can make the chutney, and then you could put it on your wrap like that. And then you can take a bite.
So good. So good. Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing. Yeah, those wraps definitely are a game changer. Oh my gosh, that is definitely going to be it's going to be a really fun summer. The different trips that we have planned, to be able to bring those with us, because, you know, it's just they're fun to eat, easy to eat. You don't have to sit with a bowl and a fork, and of course we love our salads, but a wrap is so nice. A hand salad, right? A hand salad is so nice.
A hand salad, yeah. Another thing I wanted to mention is that I've had some people ask, my mom's book is called My Gentle Kitchen, and it's in the bundle. You can get the bundle from the link in either of our bios. Just go to our bio, click the link, and go to the website, buy the bundle, and then when you download it, her ebook is called My Gentle Kitchen, and my ebook for the wraps is called Hand Salads. Nate's video course for all the kitchen essentials is called Kitchen Essentials. But what I wanted to say is I've had quite a few people message and say like, oh, I'd love to buy your hand salad book, but I don't have a dehydrator. The thing is, I would highly recommend buying the bundle anyways, because there's over 400 recipes and you know, there's salads and stuff like that, but get the bundle now because this is the cheapest time you'll ever be able to get my book in a collection like this. So that when you do eventually get a dehydrator, then you can just make wraps right away. You don't have to buy my book, you'll already have it. So the bundle is an incredible investment in yourself. I would just recommend that you download all the content within a year of purchasing it and then put them on like Google Drive or Dropbox or a USB stick just to keep them safe because you only have a year to download. So even if you don't have a dehydrator yet, get the bundle because maybe one day you will and you'll be able to make these wraps.
Gosh, yeah, and I just saw somebody saying they get their sheets today, so they're going to make the everything with the bagel wrap, and that's what we have right here. You're going to enjoy that so much, and what I would say is start stocking up on sweet onions. Make sure they're nice and firm. You want them to good, firm, big sweet onions. That's a lot of the wraps call for, right? That's one of the main ingredients. Would you say, or?
Yeah, for many of them, I find the onions to be a really nice, especially the sweet onions. They give it an incredible flavor. They provide a lot of inulin fiber, so it helps with the pliability, and the sweetness helps with that pliability as well. So onions, there's lots of zucchini, there's some there's bell pepper wraps, there's tomato wraps. So yeah, really good stuff. The Urban Pharmacy says, plus some of the recipes could be modified to be cooked. Yes, that's true too. So if you still do cooked food or whatever, and again, you do not need to be a raw vegan to enjoy the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle, because we all know we should be eating more fresh raw food. So this is a great way to start introducing more raw food into your life. And I've had some people ask if they can cook these. I have no idea because we don't use the oven. These wraps were formulated specifically for a dehydrator. So again, no idea if you can make them in the oven. I'm sure some people are gonna try, but definitely grab the bundle so you can enjoy all the amazing things in there. The herbivore Christy says, making my grocery list. Thanks again, friends. So excited about these next 10 days. Yes, these next 10 days, we are continuing on with our lives for the bundle event. This happens once a year. It's like an online festival where we're going live with each other. I'm in fact going live in about a half an hour. Just me, we're going to be talking about, like, what are we
Yeah, you just told me too. You just told me. What was it? There it is, the wheel.
Oh, the wheel of health. The wheel of health. Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about the wheel of health and how to find balance. So that's happening at 1:30, and then at 3 o'clock, I'm gonna be live with Sky Conway. So we're gonna be talking about recipes and finding new flavors and how that impacts your success on a raw diet. Are you live again today?
I think it's 6 p.m. PST with Chef Yin.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, and if you guys want to know all the lives that everyone is doing, like Chris Kendalls going live, Debbie Adler's going live, my mom's going live, we have lives on Chef AJ. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. If you want to know everything that's happening every single day until May 11th, click the link in either of our bios, go to the website, and click on the 2023 live event schedule. It brings you to a page where you can see all the lives that are going on. And we've got how long are the bundles deals going? This bundle is only happening once in 2023, and it's only here until May 11th. So you only have 10 days left to get the bundle and enjoy it. Namaste Crochet says, buy it now. 1 year I bought the Raw Vegan bundle and didn't download everything because of what I didn't have. Now I have everything, and I wish I downloaded those ebooks. Yes, once you buy the bundle, you have 1 year to download the content, because every time we do a new bundle, we replace the content. So you can't download the other stuff anymore. So make sure you download all of those ebooks and put them in a safe place like Google Drive or a USB stick. So if anything happens to your main device,
and it's cool because now there's
files.
the
Yeah,
download all button, right? So you just have to hit the one button, you can download them all, and that makes it really nice and easy.
Yep. Yep. Download everything onto your device, back it up in a safe place, and get creating. Oh, make some of these wraps. You can make, yeah, there's just, I mean, there's over 400 recipes, and Nate and I have made about 50 of them in the last 2 weeks because we wanted to show you guys what we make. So over on YouTube, every single day at noon, we're posting a what we ate from the bundle video. So you get to see all of the stuff that we've made over the last 2 weeks in there. There's a lot of wraps going on. There's pastas, there's Chris Kendall's stews, there's salads, there's all kinds of goodies. We even have a video coming, I think it's day 4, where we had wraps with John Kohler. So that video is coming.
Yeah.
Day 8? Okay. Those videos are coming.
A little later in the day at 5 p.m.
Okay, cool. Yeah, mine are at noon, yours are at 5. So yeah, just head over to our YouTube channels. Nate's is Raw Natty Nate N8, and mine is Lissa's Raw Food Romance. You can go over there, or you can watch our stories because we're going to be sharing the link to the videos in our stories as well. So there's so much going on. We love Bundle Week, and we're so grateful to all of you who are supporting us. Just being in the live and asking questions and hanging out and then buying the bundle.
Oh, gotcha.
So what's that?
Thank you so much. Yeah, it definitely is amazing. The bundle is such a great deal. And I see someone else here just got their silicone trays today. Oh my gosh, that's such an exciting feeling, getting the silicone trays. We were really looking forward to putting those to use, and man, now I am like wishing that we had someone to just wash them, because we're washing silicone trays, I feel like, every day. But no, they're amazing. So excited for all those who have got the silicone trays. It really does make a huge difference. Really easy, quick, and efficient to make the wraps, and they turn out perfect shape and perfect thickness every time with those silicones. Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. And they're only, I mean, right now they're only like $11 or $12 for 4. And each recipe of mine makes 2 wraps. So you could blend a double batch and you could get 4 wraps, and then you'd have lunch and dinner for the next 2 days. You just have to fill it with veggies and all kinds of goodies, make a sauce, and you're gold. So I hope people enjoy the bundle. Again, grab the bundle because it's over on May 11th. And you can get the bundle from the link in either of our bios. So you can click on at the top here, or on YouTube, you can click on the description box and go grab the bundle before it's gone, so that you have our stuff and everyone else's stuff for only 50 bucks. And yeah, enjoy all the goodies. So we're going to sign off. But thank you, Nate, for sharing all of the stuff that we take traveling. And if you guys want to learn more about all the kitchen stuff that we use, including the freeze dryer, grab the bundle and enroll in Nate's Kitchen Essentials course, so that you can watch the almost 4 hours worth of video showing all of the stuff that we use. And yeah, the kitchen essentials and the nice to have items or whatever. Yeah, there's lots of information in there. Everything is for you for 50 bucks, so go grab the bundle, and we'll be back here on my channel at 1:30 p.m. We're talking about the Wheel of Health, and then Nate is going to be live on his channel with Raw Chef Yin. So that's going to be really fun too. So thank you, babe, and thank you everyone for joining. We love you all so much.